Big Bacon. Greetings, everyone. It's that time again. Big Bacon's collection. With us today, from the 2022 release, Mandalorian line, number 19 in that series, Ahsoka Tano. I picked this figure up from a local toy dealer at our mall, and it was actually right around retail, maybe a couple bucks more, but no scalping, which you gotta love. So let's take a closer look at the figure. Now, as far as the face goes, it's a little shinier than I like. And that's probably just because I got this bright LED behind me. But the sculpt itself, yeah, I see Rosario Dawson in there. Paint work is great. No missing lines, no bleeding that I can see. Leku are well painted. Yeah, they're a little small for the age he's supposed to be, but practically, as needed for a television show, I can understand the decision. The costume itself looks very accurate, as far as I could tell, to what you see on the TV screen. Love the bare shoulders. Got the forearm and hand armor. Big baggy pants. Shin and ankle armor. All in all, I love the look of this figure. Well, we take a quick look at the accessories. Ahsoka comes with a pair of lightsabers. Both have slight curve to them. The longer one actually has a little bit of black paint added to it. Both come with these whitish clear blades. And both of these do remove. Be careful putting them back in though, because you don't want to snap that peg. With the blades removed, there are actually hook points on her hang-down tunic where you can put these. But to be fair, they kind of stick outward, like they're being pressed out. Looks really kind of bad, in my opinion. So, let's go over articulation real quick. She has a ball on top of a hinge, but because of these Leku, you're really not going to get any kind of real up and down. You get a little bit of tilt, but even turning the head is not great. And that's because of this large one in the back pressing against the shoulders. Shoulders articulate up to 90. Rotate all the way around. This figure actually has what's called a butterfly joint, and it allows for crossbody posing, and it's hidden within this shoulder area. This entire shoulder kind of ducks back into the body. I think that's really well done. She has a single hinge for the elbow, but it's pinless, so you gotta love that. Comes up past 90. Hands rotate all the way around. And both hands have vertical hinging. Not a great deal of it, but enough. As far as the waist goes, you get some great side to side. Get a okay forward lean, but I wouldn't even call it a crunch. Got some really good back bend though. And then it seems like, no, I believe that's it. Now this little thing that hangs down here, I honestly thought was really going to screw with the articulation, but she kicks out that far. This is light enough rubber that it actually moves with the figure. Now, I love and hate this knee. As you can see, there's no line up here in the baggy pants. It's because the knee itself is hidden behind the front of the pants. So from the front, you can't even tell that there's a hinge. From the side you can. And God help you if you look at the actual knee itself. That is not a pretty knee. Although the fact that they tried to, not so much on the hinge itself, but on the knee sculpt, they kept the texture going all the way up to try to, I guess, fool you into thinking that it was still pant material. You have a rotation point at that knee as well. There's no boot cut, but the foot does rotate back, comes forward a little bit, and you got that front-facing rocker, so the foot can stay level. So let's gear her up, get her on a stand, and actually, we're not going to be able to do that, because if you look closely, the pegs are wide enough, but they are extremely shallow. So trying to get her onto an actual stand, you only get it down that far on it. So we will rest her on a stand, but we'll have to come back later and come up with a better solution for keeping her upright. Now, let's get her lightsabers in hand. Excuse me. Trying to figure out how I want to pose her. Maybe one in a forward defensive position, one in a higher attack position. See how that looks. I like it. So without any further ado, let's get her up onto the shelf. Now you're going to notice something you haven't seen before. That's right. I have risers now. Okay, Ahsoka. Let's get you up here. Get you standing. And there you are. Yet another one added to the shelf. Thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, shiv your neighbor, steal their account, and do the same for them. All of that's appreciated. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.